Hey guys, welcome back for another skills video. It's actually the last one. So for this, we're gonna be talking about how to prepare yourself, along with how to handle yourself when you're out there, what to pack, what not to bring, things like that. So we've talked about how to handle, emergency situations, how to make sure your bike's prepared, and this is arguably the most important one. And maybe some of you guys are thinking as students, me being prepared is not a skill. It most definitely is. Arguably the most important one, since you got to be able to know what you're going into, along with once you get out there, some of the things you might come across in situations you might not think of. And we've covered, like I said, a couple of those in different videos. So now I want to talk about, again, arguably the most important one, yourself. So first and foremost, proper dress. These are things that not everybody thinks about, and this is why I'd say this is arguably the most important skills to know and things to be prepared for is footwear. It's got to be closed-toed. I don't have any hanging laces or anything like that, so my laces are tucked, my shoes are tied. I got shorts. I'm not wearing baggy sweats or anything like that. If you guys are, I'll have tape. You guys should definitely bring tape, because what you should do is, if they're not joggers, cuff them at the bottom. Very, very, very easy for those things to get wrapped up in your chain and get grinded up, and that's accidents waiting to happen. Secondly, so this is intentional, lanyards, things like that. Really no reason that you guys will need anything like that. But if you have things like that hanging, now it's just like the baggy sweats. So if I got that hanging right here, this hangs down just right far enough so I would get grinded up my chain. And again, if that gets grinded up like the sweatpants, that's an accident waiting to happen. And that goes back with our risk management, stuff like that. It's not things you plan on happening, but these are things you got to think about. That's why they're skills. So you got to know how to be prepared, because that could get yourself hurt and then get others hurt if stuff gets caught in your chain and gets grinded up. And going off that, with these situations, I'll obviously have a first aid kit on me. So you guys won't have to worry about that. And the reason I bring that up is because going into packing, so we talked about dress wear. Hoods are obviously okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just not baggy clothing, even sweatshirts and stuff like that. You shouldn't be wearing anything super baggy. It's more so the lower half. And again, closed-toed shoes, closed-toed shoes. I say that multiple times because I know some of you guys are still going to show up with not closed-toed shoes, and you guys won't be going. It's as simple as that, because that is a safety issue. This is why these are skills I want you guys to think about, and things you got to be prepared for. Secondly, packing. So since this isn't like a camping trip or anything like that, you guys really don't need to pack anything. Obviously, if you want to, you can. So going off that, bags. So this is my bag. It's medium size, not too big, not too small. Try and pack on the lighter side of things. If not, the smaller the better, because you're not going to need a whole lot. Going off that, water bottle, always good to have. Things like that. Other things you can think of is like energy packets, stuff like that. When we're going out in these situations, it's not an overnight ride, so you guys won't need really any of that, but it's always okay to bring snacks and some fuel. Like I said, I'll have first aid kit. You guys should have a water bottle. You guys should have food. Proper dress wear. It's okay to bring some extra clothes too, in case. Weather is looking good for our trip, but if not, feel free to pack extras, like things like socks if you get soaked, if we're going through muddy trails and whatnot, things like that. You guys always got to be prepared. So keep the bags small, keep them light. So you guys are going to bring a bag. Look, if you guys have something with clips, that way you guys can clip it while we're on the trails, because it's less moving around, less wobbling. I have seen students where they bring bags that are one too big, two don't have clips, and then they fall off to the side, and they can't stay balanced on their bike, or their straps are too long and they dangle down to the chain. So these are all things to think about. These are skills that you guys got to be well aware of, so we can stay as prepared as possible. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Like I said, very basic stuff. Just things I want you guys to think about and be prepared for. And going off the bags, the best bags to have are like the hiking, the climbing bags like that with the buckles, usually waist, chest. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon.